Yes, y'all, we are back. Yes, y'all, we are back. We have to update this tier list. What is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Jay Bari here, back with another video. Here to talk about some Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles tier list. So if you guys didn't know, before I did a tier list giving like an early impressions tier list for the game, and my thoughts now is like a little bit different than it was before, you know, when the first like little week when the game came out. But now that we're probably like in a month, a little bit over a month within the scope of everything with this game, I am here to do my tier list once again, but this time I'm going to be doing it live, and you know, we'll see if we can trigger anybody. But so far I'm enjoying this game a lot. I am loving the game. We're a month in. We already got 2 new characters within this game, and it's very interesting what these 2 new characters have done for this game. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the 2 characters. I think I have, you know, pretty good ideas of the 2 new characters, you know, like playing them, you know, online, like casual. I haven't played them like in rank, but play them online like casual, like practice with them a little bit, and try to do what I do in practice with these casual matches. But yeah, they definitely brought a different dynamic to the game, where you have much more like, you know, zoning abilities that you couldn't really do in with the prior characters. Like this game with the 2 new demon characters, Rui and Akaza, they brought like a different type of, you know, play style to the game, where, you know, with Rui and Akaza you can pretty much zone a little bit, you know, where you can check people as far as their approaches. So they're very cool additions to the game, and we're going to be talking about how cool they are or how cool they are not in the game, man. Yo, Caleb Kaiser, what's good, yo? But yeah, so right here, guys, this is going to be once again my 1 month in tier list for Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles. And once again, these are just opinions. You don't have to base any of these opinions or whatever character you like, or whatever character you like playing as. Continue playing them as that character. If I think differently, that's just me, you know what I mean? But let's get into it, man, because like I said, 1 month before my early impressions, I'm going to show you guys my early impressions tier list. Up there as one of the best assists in the game. Oh, the damage I got the video playing. So here is my 1 month early impressions tier list that I did like last month. So I'm going to show you guys that right here. And this is how the tier list look. I had Rengoku at 1, Shinobu 2, Neziko, Water Tanjiro, Giyu, Fire Tanjiro, Otokadaki, Sakonji, Inosuke, Zenitsu, Sabuto, Makomo, and Murata. And my thoughts have changed a little bit here. So yeah, we'll definitely. He said Demon Slayer is dog shit, and I would not give my PSN game. Said, hey man, it is what it is, brother. But yeah, this was my early tier list, and we're gonna see how that tier list have changed a bit now. So how I'm gonna start it off is that I'm gonna start with my team, you know what I mean, just to get that out the way, and then I'll go from there. So my team is pretty much Zenitsu and Shinobu. I think it's a really strong team. I think it's one of the the best teams in there. Not the best team, but one of the best teams in there. And how I rate these two characters, I rate them very high. And a lot of people are always going to say with Zenitsu players, they like to downplay and this and that. But yo, really and truly, we're just telling the truth. A lot of people just don't know how to deal with Zenitsu at the moment, like when it comes to like certain neutral situations. But Zenitsu issues is Zenitsu issues. You know what I mean? Zenitsu is a character that I feel that he's not like a pick up and play type character. You know, you have to go and practice. You got to figure him out. You're going to have to play some matches just to figure him out. You might not like him the first 5 or 10 matches, but then when that 11th or 12th match happen and it clicks, you know what I mean, you kind of whiff the character. But I have Zenitsu right here at the top when it comes to A tier, because I'm gonna go over his issues before I go over his positives. Like Zenitsu issues is the first off the bat is the range. When it comes to his first square attack, his first auto combo, his range on that first attack is very short. Like I said, you can play around with the analog stick just to lengthen it, but typically in clash situations, in dash situations where you try to dash and then you probably back out or whatnot, you will typically lose that type of battle because of that short range of that first attack. And you know what I mean, that's the part of Zenitsu where I feel like some people might, you know, they'll pick him up, but some people might just drop him right after because of that short range. But you gotta play around that, you know what I mean. There's a lot of strengths that come with that, but there's the glaring weakness of he will lose out when it comes to just a lot of mashing. And you know, a lot of people like to mash in this game, so that's one of the biggest issues for Zenitsu, in my personal opinion, and that's a really big issue, because he loses out to pretty much everybody when it comes to that first attack with that shoulder attack. Like I said, you can play around with the analog stick for where you have to push up or push whatever direction and then try to get a longer range with his shoulder tackle. But not everybody's going to be doing that, you know what I mean? Like I said, with Zenitsu, you got to put in a lot of work before, you know, everybody that play against Zenitsu has him like up here. But everybody that really mains Zenitsu and really understands the character have him right here. It's just a lot of people, they don't like to play Zenitsu. They will probably play a Zenitsu player and they will probably like, oh, one match and I'm gone, because they don't want to deal with Thunderclap and Flash. But you know what I mean? That's the player more than the character. I think Zenitsu is super strong, don't get it twisted, but he doesn't become super strong instantly like some of these characters in the game. Big strengths though for Zenitsu. This man does a lot of damage. It doesn't matter, because at first I had him like, oh, red, you know, he got a red combo with a lot of his specials, but really and truly it doesn't really matter, because when you dump that meter in, when this character and he's doing combos, this character is pumping out 45%, damn well 50% damage every single combo you hit somebody with. You know what I mean? Other than Oro Kodaki, because he has like really high defense, but everybody else, yo, he's pumping out damage. And if you're playing like a demon, he's hitting you with 50% combos just off the rip. So Zenitsu, if you want to do like a lot of damage, that is the character for you. But one of the biggest issues with Zenitsu is playing in a lot of like, you know, online. If we haven't played like offline, or there's no offline tournaments or nothing like that really for this game, so everything is online, and a lot of his combos, they're not the easiest. Like, I'm not saying it's super hard to do in this game, but compared to everybody else, his combos are not really like the easiest. But there's combos that you can do with Zenitsu that you can do a whole bunch of damage. But if you are playing in like super lag, like a basic combo for Zenitsu is like pressing square 4 times then triangle, right? That little simple combo right there in lag, lag can make you miss that combo than everybody else that can probably just press triangle 4 times and, you know, square 4 times and triangle, because of the timing and the spacing that combo needs to do to hit. But if it's really laggy, that combo can drop a lot of times with Zenitsu. But when you're playing in good connection, oh, good luck, man. If this character hits you, you are going to be hurting. But yeah, I love this character. I love his movement. I love the fact that he's really fast. I like the fact that his grab is slow, like startup, but it recovers really fast, so that's really good as well. A lot of the main issues with Zenitsu that I have is like that first attack, but you can work around it. Like you can lab some stuff out and work around it, where you can try your best to negate his weakness and catch people off guard with that shoulder. But other than that, man, I think Zenitsu is a if really and truly, if he didn't have that first attack, and if some of his stuff wasn't as easy coming like everybody else, Zenitsu would be up here. But the fact that you played online, the fact that he has that short attack, you know, I have him here at A tier. Yo, Mr. Go Try Hard Guard Uchi, what's so good, man? So yeah, that's first and foremost Zenitsu. I feel like Zenitsu is really, really strong. Shinobu now. I still stand by this, and I still stand by Shinobu's an S tier character. Oh, another thing I didn't even talk about was Zenitsu, his assists. His assist is one of those delay assists to catch people off guard, to try to make, you know, more your unsafe stuff in the game safe, because it takes a while for him to do his thunderclap and flash. His thunderclap and flash prime is like the better assist, because you can get a juggle from that. But his assist is okay. It's okay. It's not bad, but it's okay. But speak about one of the best assist characters here is Shinobu. I feel a lot of people downplaying this character Shinobu, saying that, oh, she's not S tier. Some people don't have her A tier. They have her in B tier. I think people that have her in B tier is high as hell. This character, off the rip, most of her combos don't do that much damage, but if you add in that R1 and triangle, if you're playing on PlayStation, that move right there, that reversal move, adding that poison, that's guaranteed damage that you have with this character. You know what I mean? Which adds up. And if you get the hit, it's just more guaranteed on top of that poison, and on top of the original damage. It's just, yo, you can stack up so much damage with this character. I think Shinobu is really good at getting in. It doesn't matter who you play, this character, she's gonna get in on you. I feel that she has a really cheap tilt move, where her heavy attack. Oh yeah, that's one thing about Zenitsu as well. I think Zenitsu got one of the best heavy attacks as far as range. That catches people off guard a lot. That's why you see a lot of people with Zenitsu, when they fight against Zenitsu now, and they see that heavy, that blue flash, they will either try to sidestep or jump sidestep, because they don't want to. They don't trust themselves, because, yo, maybe that range is gonna, you know, clip me. Also another weak thing about Zenitsu, not weak, but it's not really strong. I think like when it comes to block, like his block pressure is not the greatest outside of spending a whole bunch of meter with thunderclap and flash. But you do have some crazy good mix-up situations you can do with Zenitsu, with spending a bar or two off meter. So yeah, mix-up potential-wise, Zenitsu's a beast because he's fast. But there's sometimes that risk of like pressing square. You know, you would get clipped by that. That's pretty much one of his biggest weaknesses, in my opinion. And Shinobu is another character. It's another character that gets a lot of crazy pressure stuff off of her heavy attack. So her heavy attack is probably one of the, I personally think it's one of the best as well, because if it's not Zenitsu, Shinobu and Zenitsu, Shinobu's a little bit cheaper, because with Shinobu's heavy attack, she goes up in the air and she can do her specials. She can cancel into a special from that, or just cancel out, you know, in the air from that, to make it safe. You're spending meter and stuff like that, but the thing is that you're making it safe. If you let a regular heavy attack rip just holding you know, tilt and square and just let it go, that is super negative if they dash it or, you know, they block it or whatnot, if they can get in there in time. But with Shinobu, if she spend a bar or two, she can make that stuff safe, and she get good mix up off of that as well. So she's very, very dangerous character. Like I feel like a lot of people is downplaying her just due to the fact that when it comes to damage, just offer like her you know, just regular combo stuff, it's not the highest. But that poison, if you finish her combos off with that poison, oh my goodness, this character, like my team right here, I can potentially two-touch you with my team right here. Like I've tried it with every character where, you know, I could do the most damaging thing with Shinobu, get the hard knockdown, probably go into like boost or something and switch into Zenitsu, and if I catch you with Zenitsu, you're pretty much dead. Barring, you know, if you don't have any assist meter or you don't have any like L1 meter to, you know, escape that stuff. But potentially you can get two touch with this team right here. This team right here is super, super good. That I feel they complement each other really well, both on assists and both as a point character. And I just love them, because before I had it with Giyu, but I just love this team. Yo, 1 second, guys. Let me I have to get this door real quick. Yes, sir. Yeah, my bad, guys. I had to get the door because I was expecting a package. They came a little bit earlier than expected, but I still got it. So, and I had to sign for it. But yeah. So where I was at? Yeah, Shinobu. Yo, what is good? Neon Berry said, "Where's the match? What match between Persona and Chuck?" That is on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Yo, Team Ambush, what up, man? My bad, guys. So when it comes to Shinobu and Zenitsu, I feel like they're super strong as a team. I do rank Shinobu a little bit higher than Zenitsu due to the fact that Shinobu, she can make a lot of stuff stay safe, just off of like spending a little bit of meter or just spending meter, much easier than Zenitsu. Zenitsu, like you gotta do a lot of jump dodging and stuff like with Zenitsu to make some of his stuff safe. But when Shinobu also, she has that heavy attack that is just super good. That stuff, I clip so many people with that with that shit. It's funny as hell. Like just doing that in the random neutral, and then just pressing like something like tilt triangle to catch people out. I be laughing, yo, sometimes, like, damn, man, my bad, yo. I don't want to play that scumbaggy, but hey, it's one of the tools that she have in the game. You know what I mean? So I have Shinobu as S tier because the damage that she can get is really good, in my opinion. Her grab is pretty good. It's pretty fast. Her grab damage is not like a lot, but it's pretty fast, and you got some nice setups. Like especially this team right here, you got some good setups. So that's where I have my team right now. Shinobu S, Zenitsu as A. I mainly main Zenitsu because I think he's more fun, but just overall as a character, when it comes to range, when it comes to, you know, pressure, when it comes to like block strings and stuff like that, I think Shinobu is stronger, but Zenitsu does way more damage. Zenitsu bait is much better, but like I said, you're gonna have a much harder time playing as Zenitsu than you're gonna have as Shinobu. You know what I mean? So I think that takes a part in like a tier list. Like some of these characters just have easy access to certain things, whereas Zenitsu, you got to work for that a little bit more. Not saying that it's bad or anything, but you got to work for it. But we'll see as we go on. Maybe my mind would change and have Zenitsu up here, because I really and truly I want to have him like right here, but for right now I'm going to place him right here as we go through the tier list. All right, so next up we're going to have my man Giyu Tomioka. I think Giyu's S tier, hands down. Great damage. Giyu damage output is ridiculous. He has 2 parries in the game that you have to worry about. Frame trap for days, grab setups for days. His grab does the most damage in the game. Giyu water wheel is very fast, and it's plus, which is really good. Like I think everybody's water wheel is either like neutral or some of them is negative depending on what they do, but Giyu's is plus. His water flux move is pretty good, but sometimes the tracking on that is a little bad. Like you can easily dodge it, but as an assist character, it can blind people. Because Giyu was one of my mains as well. You can blind people a lot with it, but the tracking of it is a little bit bad. But I have Giyu rated higher than Shinobu. That's due to the fact how easy his damage can be. Like Giyu can drop you, he can drop 45% easily on a basic combo for Giyu, and the fact that defensively he can play a lot of mind games with people. Like right now when you're playing with people, they probably just doing like dead calm, like willy-nilly, trying just to get a dead calm. But like some really good Giyu players, man, they can set you up with that dead calm. Like Giyu is one of those characters, like you would change the way you fight drastically against a Giyu. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's like, oh, I'm fighting against a Giyu. You know what I mean? I can't do this on wake up, or I can't do this in this situation because I might get dead calmed, and that junk leads to a lot of damage. You know what I mean? It leads to a lot of damage, yo. So I have Giyu at S tier in this game. Let's get it out the way. Murata, I think Murata is bad. I think he's a bad character. Range wise is not the greatest. Water wheel is ass. You know, assist. You know, you're gonna have those people that's gonna be like, yo, they're gonna fight for Murata. But personally, I don't think he's a good character, man. I think once you learn the game and figure things out, you're gonna easily see how weak Murata is in the game. But he's just there for like kicks and giggles rather than like a serious character, in my opinion. But there's gonna be the player that's super good in the game that can probably get a lot of wins from Murata, but the average player that picks this character up, you know, it's gonna be a struggle. It's gonna be a struggle. So yeah, I have Murata at he's just bad. So C tier, this is where it's gonna get interesting, man. This is where it's gonna get interesting because I have Makomo at C tier. And a lot of people is going to be mad and disagree with me with this, but The only reason why I have Makomo at C tier is because, okay, not to say that I don't think this character is good. I think she's really good. She has a good water wheel, especially in the air. She has that little counter move which can catch people off guard, but it's super negative on block. Her movement is godlike, and her range on her attacks is pretty godlike for this small ass character. Like, sometimes I would get clipped by Makomo thinking like, oh, she's just a small girl, but damn, her range would clip me sometimes. Like, damn, she hits that from that far. You know what I mean? There's a lot of great stuff about this character, but overall, she is just way too inconsistent, man. She is way too inconsistent, in my opinion. There's so many matches I've stolen from Makomo players because they're trying to be optimal as hell, and once they catch me in the air and she's zipping and zooming and they just drop that combo, I'm like, yo, damn, you dropped that? Sorry, I'll take the win. You know what I mean? Because, yo, this character's combos are inconsistent. I even try to do them like on practice mode or whatnot. I'm like, yeah, it is very inconsistent. Like, yeah, she has some consistent stuff, but the basic and consistent combo she has, she does barely any damage. It's barely 30% of damage that she's doing. You know what I mean? But the good stuff, the swag stuff, the stuff that is considered optimal, it might work here, but here up next to the wall it might drop, or it might work here by this wall, but in the middle of the battleground, the field, it might drop. Or sometimes it just might drop. You know, she just has weird stuff when it comes to her combos, man. I can tell people that play Makomo, they like the character because she got some swag, she got some sauce. But when they drop that combo, I know it hurts. So I really and truly, I can't have her really high because of that. Because it's not like it's just a one and done kind of thing. It is she consistently drop combos, and I've played against a lot of these characters. I played against a lot of Makomos, consistently drop a lot of combos. So next up we got here is Inosuke, right? Inosuke, I have Inosuke as A tier. Because Inosuke, damage wise, is pretty good. I think he got one of the best reversals in the game that does so much damage, and is damn well full screen. I think it is full screen, and the chick damage is ridiculous. Inosuke also can bait people to get into like a green combo, which is good for him, because you can get some nasty little resets from that. His grab is super good. In my opinion, that jump is hella fast. I think it might be the fastest grab. I'm not too sure. Somebody will probably correct me on that, but that Inosuke grab be catching me all the time. It's super fast. His range is super good. I think Inosuke is really good for anybody that is just picking up the game, or people that's super advanced in the game, because he's that character that will give you satisfaction pretty early. The only thing I would say about Inosuke that's probably bad, where I have him lower than everybody else, he might even be like a B plus kind of tier, in my opinion, is because in the neutral he's not that good. Like when it comes to characters, probably like Rui, or probably even Akaza, I feel that have that zoning. You know what I mean? I think he's better than Akaza, by the way. But when it comes to like the neutral aspect, he suffers crazy. But I think like if you have like the life lead and you're playing like a Inosuke type of character, I think you're going to be pretty good, because he has a lot of tools to like get off me or back up, or you better respect me kind of thing. You know what I mean? I like that. I like his neutral breathing technique as well. I forgot the name of it, where that giant hits you with that one slash and hits you with the second one. You can get some crazy ass combos from that as well. So I have Inosuke as A tier for now. Neziko is the best character in the game. Not easy then, but she can successfully get 50% damage every single time. She has one of the the best type of like reversal moves because it's like a hit animation. So you can sneak in extra damage, especially even if your combo bar is like done. Once that thing hits you, you have that animation and you're getting the full damage from that. You know what I mean? Which is super good. Her tracking, she and Shinobu got really good tracking, yo. But Nezuko, like the difference is like when Nezuko hits you, it sometimes it's just like, damn, man, I think I just lost the game or I lost the round. You know what I mean? And I personally feel like she has one of the best grabs in the game, if not the second or best grab in the game, because how fast that thing does, how fast it is. It looks like she's dashing, and it does really good damage. Yeah, she has probably the best. She does have the best assists in the game. Like as an assist character, she's the best assist character. She's also, in my opinion, the best point character. Like overall, this character slaps, man. That crazy claw, really good. That heel flip, really good. It's armored. You know what I mean? Yo, Darkness Wings, what's up, man? It's armored. It has a little AoE going around it as well when it comes down. So you kind of have to respect it a little bit. You can punish it though, but she's just a super strong ass character, man. Auto combo is really good. Good range. Good reversal move. Good. Yeah, she's just amazing. She's just like that perfect character that you want in this game. So yeah, I have Nezuko as like the best character in the game, and yo, I played against some really good Nezukos, man, and I see why she's probably the most used character for like assists in the game, because it's good. She can lock you in, she can bait you, she can make stuff safe for you. That heal thing be tracking crazy. Like there's times where Nezuko will come out, like you see the assist come out, it was like, oh, I think I hit her. No, you did not. She's just delaying, waiting for you to attack. Then she's and then scratching you. I'm like, yo, bro, what is going on with Nezuko, man? This character is crazy. She's just crazy. Like she is dangerous, man. She and Shinobu, dangerous characters assist wise. You know what I mean? Oh, to speak on Makomo, I think she's really bad as an assist character. Inosuke is okay as an assist character. You know what I mean? Good for like block string stuff. Oh yeah, Inosuke, the reason why I have him high, this guy will break your guard easily. He will break your guard easily. And breaking guard is really good in this game, because yo, that crumple gives you a lot of time to like set up to do your stuff, and you can probably do your most damaging stuff from it. But yeah, that's super strong in the game when it comes to Inosuke. Makomo assist wise, she's not that strong assist wise in my opinion, but assist wise, whoo, Nezuko is where it's at. Nezuko-chan, she is the truth, man. Real talk, she is the truth, yo. So I have Nezuko as the best character in the game, hands down, in my opinion. She can deal with anything. She can deal with anything, in my opinion. Alright, Rengoku, one of the characters I hate to play, because as much as you know what's coming with this character, he's just still super annoying to play. I have Rengoku as A tier now. As the game further develops, you know, at first, you know, I thought Rengoku did like the most damage in the game, and that's because how easy that damage comes out. And I was like, damn, my man is doing crazy damage off of just pressing triangle, tilt triangle, triangle, tilt triangle, triangle, then freaking R1 triangle, and he's doing damn well almost 50% or 50% damage. But as the game come out, you can obviously see more characters are doing, you know, more damage as people, you know, develop better, more optimal combos and things like that. And there's some optimal stuff that Rengoku players really do, but Rengoku, I feel like, is one of the easiest characters to get really high damage. You know what I mean? Like you really don't have to really do anything to get 48, almost 50% damage as a Rengoku player. And his blazing universe, the tracking on that move, it sometimes is a super good, man. You know when you knock a Rengoku player down, they're gonna wake up and they're gonna press that blazing universe. You know what I mean? Or they will push block and do their reversal move, which is, he's got one of the best reversal moves as well. I feel like Rengoku on start, when he does his first 2 hits, it's super good. The slide isn't as good into that auto combo, because sometimes that can be inconsistent. But most Rengoku players, they don't need the slide. They just hit you with those first 2 square attacks, then go into Blazing Universe, Flame Tiger, Blazing Universe, Flame Tiger, reversal. They'll spend that bar. They don't give a fuck. They'll spend that to get that damage. Or I've seen a new route that people are doing where they will, I think they jump cancel the Flame Tiger into like the air combo, into Flame Tiger down, into Blazing Universe and some other crazy shit. I've seen Rengoku players do some crazy stuff, but I do feel like a lot of people downplay Rengoku just due to the fact that he is much easier to use. I don't think that's a fault of the character. At the end of the day, if he's effective, he's effective. You know what I mean? Like, and this character is just typically effective. He's an effective character. Great assist character as well. I have him as top 5. And yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's super good, man. In my opinion, I think he's better as an assist character than Giyu, for sure. But yeah, I think Rengoku is right there in that A tier. He's super good. Sabuto does really good damage, but I have him as B tier. I think Sabuto is good, but same thing with Makomo. That's inconsistent sometimes, man. I've seen Sabuto players drop a lot of combos as well, and that's not due to the fact that they don't know the combo. It's just due to the strange height or the strange placing when he does certain moves. He's just gonna drop the combo. Is like these 2 characters right here, I feel like it's very inconsistent when it comes to a lot of things. But I've seen some swag Sabuto stuff. Really dope character in my opinion. His water basin is very good, because it like goes up in the air then comes down. But sometimes that just like Water Tanjiro, that coming down can mess them up sometimes, man. I definitely see it, but I think Sabuto, just due to his damage output and that he got a swag combo too, using like the heavy his heavy attack. The combo, he uses the heavy attack within the combo. I think that's really cool. I have him as B tier. Assist wise, all right at best, in my opinion. All right. Ain't no Water Tanjiro. And we're going to have Water Tanjiro up here, which I think is one of the best characters in the game, hands down. One of the best characters in the game. The best water wheel, the hardest water wheel to deal with. And it's not the fact that it's because it's like neutral, or I don't know if it's plus. I don't know if it's plus. His water wheel is plus on block or whatnot. But the fact that his water wheel, the hitbox on his water wheel is hard to deal with. Like, Tanjiro's water wheel is something different. That thing should be called water bus, because that's what it is. It's not the wheel, it's a bus. Because there's times you think you were gonna sidestep that water wheel and you still got clipped. And then once he hits you, you know, he got all the time in the world to do what he gotta do. His water basin, super good. I think that is plus on block, and that is, you get so much time because it crumples you when you hit him. Assist wise, great character because his water wheel tracking is amazing. The basin is probably used more for like a block string type of ordeal, or to try to do some ninjutsu. Try to do some grab tech on you. But overall, I think Tanjiro is a great character. Grab is good. Heavy attack is really good, because it's like a circle of heavy attack rather than a straight motion. You can dodge it, but sometimes it can clip you. Normal attacks is amazing, fast, good range. he's just an overall really strong character, man. Nothing really negative I can really say about Tanjiro, Water Tanjiro. I don't think he has a bad matchups either. You know what I mean? Just a super strong character. You know what I mean? You already know the vibes. When you fight this character, you're gonna do a lot of water wheels, cancel into water basin. You know what I mean? Like, this is another character that you gotta be very selective on how you attack. You know what I mean? You might have to change up your game plan. You're gonna have to adjust. You can't just do the same old thing, same old thing, same old thing that works when you beat two other characters. This character right here, regardless of skill player or who's playing this character, you're gonna have to adjust. That's just what it is with Water Tanjiro. Super strong. I don't really have nothing really negative to say about him, honestly. The only thing I can say is that, you know, typically what everybody else says, that there's no real offline tournament, and you know, you're dealing with only online, and especially if you are lagging, or if you have a laggy match playing against somebody, and they're using like Water Tanjiro, good luck. you're gonna get hit by that water wheel, yo. You're gonna get hit with that water wheel, yo. That's a fact. You're gonna get hit by that water wheel. That junk is dangerous. I'm telling you, that's water bus. It's not water wheel, man. That thing is a bus, yo. I be seeing the water wheel come, like, all right, let me just dodge. Let me press circle 2 times. Yo, how is that hitting me? How is that hitting me? And he gets his damage is so good. Water Tanjiro got swag combos too, man. I know a lot of people like to use the basic, the spend a bar, water wheel, or water basin, water wheel, water basin. But yo, he got some swag ass combos too, man. Like, I really feel people need to lab these characters, especially when it comes to Rengoku and Water Tanjiro. Like, yeah, they're pretty simple as far as how to play, how to get easy damage, but they got some shit where you can get more damage. Oh, his reversal is amazing as well, man. That whirlpool is amazing. Obviously, it's super negative, like all reversal moves. But other than that, man, yeah, I think Water Tanjiro is one of the best characters in the game. And I have my opinions changed just due to a certain character that came into the game. Next up, I feel that Urokodaki. Yeah, I have Urokodaki as S tier as well. I think he's better than Shinobu. The traps are really, really good with this character. The fact that he can drop multiple of them is crazy. You know what I mean? This character with meter, like if he has like 2 bars a meter, you got to be real careful to deal with this character, because his damage output is amazing. With when he has actual bar, like, you know, like super bar or whatever it's called down there, the 2 meters or whatnot, it's kind of hard to deal with him because he can drop multiple traps and then go boost and get more, you know, meter, and then do, you know what I mean, then play the lame game. He can make a lot of things safe and play that lame game really, really good, in my opinion. Also, he has really, really high defense, super high defense in the game, which is really good, because out of everybody else, I think he has the highest defense as far as like HP. He can take those hits. Water wheel, super good, because he can extend his water wheel really good. When he extends it, I think that's negative, but when he just does a regular, you know, water wheel pressing triangle, I think he is safe on block there. His water basin is also really good. Once again, his traps, his damage output, super strong. Yeah, range is good on his normal attacks. Heavy attack is all right, but yeah, this character right here can be very annoying, especially when they have the life lead, in my personal opinion. Yeah, so I have Urokodaki as S tier in this game, because I think he's just super strong. I think he's super strong. All right, so we have Hinokami Tanjiro. I have Hinokami Tanjiro as A tier, and this I have Zenitsu better than Hinokami Tanjiro. I think Hinokami Tanjiro damage is also like probably like neck and neck with Zenitsu. But the only reason why I have him here, because really and truly he can be easily here, to be honest with you. because his damage output and that reset is super good. Like you can, if you're predictable with the reset, then you know what I mean, you're not really playing the character. But if you have those mind games and that stuff with this character, if you're really like labbing this character out, this character is dangerous, man. He is dangerous. Like I've seen some of the quickest rounds dealing with this character here with Hinokami Tanjiro, and that scorching move that he's always slashing is very hard to deal with because he can keep on extending that shit. You know what I mean? That joint is hard to deal with. Like you have to respect that. Like you have to really lab that out to really maneuver around that move because he can keep chasing you with it. His reversal is good. He got like a little teleport mechanic. Sometimes it will catch you off guard, and then he can do his reset again with a reversal, where that you can mash it out, you can hit it, you can dodge out of it. But if you are playing the character correctly and you have people respecting this character to have you block, if you have your opponent blocking, this is where this character damage output is crazy. But I do have him. His assist is also amazing as well. His assist is super amazing. I do have him here A tier though because he can be predictable how to play. Like you can deal, he can be hard to deal with and dependent on the player, but he can be very predictable how to play. He's probably the only character that can really two-touch you in this game as well. Like if you do a nice combo, but you even gotta do like a nice combo. You can just do a basic combo and reset somebody with his reversal. And if you have level 3, you can pretty much like two-touch your opponent in the game. I think that's super strong. Yes, the known player can probably, you know, maneuver around that. But if anybody that comes around and just don't know what to do or don't know how to really play the game, you're gonna get resetted by this character for sure. And that's why he's super dangerous to deal with. Also, his grab is super good. His range with his normal attacks is super good heavy move. Yeah, I think Water Tanjiro is a little bit just better because he's easier to work with and harder to deal with, just due to how much that water basin is plus. And you gotta respect this character a little bit too much. But this character as well, you have to respect him because you can die instantly with this character for sure. But I just think the pressure of this character is just much better with Water Tanjiro. All right, so next up, and like I said, this is not final because once I'm done and I'm overthinking stuff and I'm seeing people, some people might move. We'll see. But next up here, we have Akaza, new character, demon character in the game. One of my favorite, you know, upper moon demons as far as like his backstory. I think his backstory was like emotional. One of the most epic fights. Well, he had 2 epic fights in the manga or anime and manga. And yeah, once I know a lot of people that didn't read the manga, once the anime catches up, you know, it's going to take a while to catch up with Akaza, but once it catches up and people see like Akaza emotion and his backstory and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to get turned to, because right now everybody's looking at Akaza like, yo man, you killed Rengoku, and I love Rengoku, man. That short time I had with Rengoku, he was an amazing character, man. How dare you, man? Yo, but wait till that second fight, man. Wait till that second epic fight, yo. Akaza's just the truth, yo. But where do I place Akaza? I place Akaza B tier. I have him higher than Sabato. A lot of people have Akaza like really low, but I personally have Akaza here at B tier because you can get good damage with Akaza. You can get good damage with Akaza pretty simply too. I'm gonna show you guys a pretty simple combo with Akaza where you can get damn well 50% off this guy just doing a simple combo. But a lot of people, I feel like, is not really labbing him up. Like, he's super fun to use, and he got negatives. Don't get it twisted. We're gonna talk about his negatives, but I just feel like Akaza, his negatives can outweigh his positives in a lot of ways. So I'm going to show you guys 1 second. Hopefully Twitter doesn't really mess up here. I'm going to show you guys like an optimal Akaza combo, and this is like 45%. This is 49% actually, just short of 50%. And I'm using Rengoku as like the dummy character here. Look at that. That is 49.28, and I still have a bar meter there, because that is the negative of playing a Akaza. You are going to run through meter. You are going to run through your meter like it's water. Because to get the damage for Akaza, you're going to have to spend a lot of bar. Blocking really and truly with Akaza right now, you have nothing really to fear from him off of blocking. He can mix you up and get some crazy stuff if you spend meter, but if you're just straight blocking this character, you don't really have to, because his block pressure is not that good. Yes, he's throwing out a lot of flurry punches and all that stuff with him, but if you look at your chip damage, or you just look where you placed at, he's like, yo, it's not really doing anything like other characters can do, in my opinion. But you can get some good mix from this character. Yo, Lorenzo Carson, what's up, man? You can get some good mix from this character with some stuff here. So I have two routes here that I'm going to show with Akaza. And the only reason I'm really showing that because it's a fairly new character. He just came out. And I know a lot of people just like, they place Akaza really low because how a lot of people's sentiment on him right now is. But a lot of people is just they're not really doing a lot. Because I've seen Akaza do really well, you know, online, or, you know, in Globe Coups, like wanted tournaments and stuff like that. But here's a nice little safe thing with Akaza you can do, but you got to spend the bar. So the reason why I showed that is because, like I said, with Akaza, you are spending a lot of bar, and that's like a burst, that's like a boost safe type of combo route, which you're getting pretty good damage. It's not like, I feel like Akaza's damage could do way more. Like, his damage output is not the greatest outside a few routes, but I feel like he should be doing more damage for the type of ranking demon that he is. You know what I mean? Like, his damage isn't the craziest, where it's not really instilling any fear in him. But I'm gonna show you one more thing here with Akaza, where this is the strength of this character, in my opinion, is in the air. His air movement is pretty godlike, where you can cross people up, you can trick people up with him. But like I said, it does cost you that initial bar just to do that stuff, just to get that damage. So yeah, the only reason why that fireball was thrown and then it was canceled, as you can see now, I still have one bar, but you do that just to see, like, if somebody's respecting you on block. As you can see, I have the character set after one hit, you go to block. You throw that out there because attack came, but you cancel that attack into a grab to switch them up. There's another safer one that costs less meter, but I think this one right here is this one right here is the safer route. But this one is also a good mix up if they're just blocking. But this one, it costs less meter. as you can see. Well, it's kind of the same type of combo, but just a little different. But yeah, I do think Akaza is a good character, but yeah, his weaknesses, it can be tough to deal with. His weaknesses can be tough to deal with because, like I said, on block, not really strong. Oh, I did the same thing there. There's the right there. There's the right there. I clicked on the same video, so there's the what I want to show you here. So you cancel the slide. That's the I think that's the third attack. You cancel the slide into like a grab, which you can bait people into other stuff, because now if they're thinking grab, you can probably do a heavy, or you can probably do another jump flurry punch, or one of those you're wide opens. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like Akaza, he got the sauce. He got sauce, but he doesn't do that much damage with the sauce. Like I say, he has that route where he can get almost 50% damage, and pretty much if you are playing as a demon, you're going to get the 50% damage. But it costs a lot of meter. His block strings aren't that good. His grab range is fast, but the grab range is fast, but the grab range is horrible. I feel like his auto combo string is good, but on block is not. Like there's a lot of you can get out of it, you know what I mean. And just for him to keep that safe, you know, you're gonna have to spend that bar, where it's pretty predictable. Well, all the little strings that people do, pretty much on that final hit is like a negative thing, and you have to spend the bar to make it safe. But with Akaza, you know, I feel that he's gonna be more reliant using his assist skill, like the L1 skill, just to do a lot of stuff with him. And if he gets hit, you know, you don't have that bar there. But I do think he's a good character. I do think that people have to explore him a little bit more, because he got some shit, man. He got some shit, yo. But I think he needs a little bit more damage. And make his block pressure much better. You know what I mean? Like, chip these motherfuckers out, make some stuff safe. And I think he'll be all right. But in my heart, I really wanted Akaza to be like up here because I love this character. But yeah, I have him here. And the reason why I have him higher than Sabato is because Sabato is inconsistent with his combos. Akaza combos, you're not really going to drop these that much with Akaza combos. So the last character we have here is Rui. And where I have Rui, so I haven't played Rui until as of late. For like the last 2 days, I've been like training with him, practicing with him a little bit just to see what he can do. And then this morning I went to like a couple of like, you know, casual matches to like, you know, just, you know, all right, let me see if I can do the stuff that I practice with this character. I don't think Rui is like an easy character to use per se. But I'm going to contradict myself as well, because his effectiveness is easy. To be optimal with him is not easy, if that makes any sense. Like, to be effective with this character, like he's really effective just right away, because out of everybody, he got his range is a super good. His zoning is good. You can't really mash on this character. His grab is, if not the best, the second best grab in the game. Once again, you can't mash on this character. You gotta watch how you approach this character, just due to the fact that he can just tilt L1 and that stays on the ground and trap you. He has the best utility super in the game. Like, hands down. That thing tracks you from anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain times you gotta watch out on how you jump, dash out, or even dash out on a pressure with Rui, because the super can clip you, because it's a giant AoE. Like, this character right here, you can be effective with this character, in my opinion, very, very easily. But to get the most of this character, that is not the easy stuff. Like, you got to learn how to do his reset. Oh, his resets. Oh my god, his resets is dangerous because of the grab range. His heavy attack, I think, is okay. It's a little slow, but the startup is hard to read. But like the initial attack coming out is slow, so you still have time to dash out. But if you haven't played against this character, you might get clipped by that that heavy attack a lot, because the startup of it looks like a regular, just normal attack. But then you see all the web stuff come out. But yeah, I have Rui right now as the second best character in the game. Damage wise, not the greatest. Damage is not like super high, but sometimes it's not even about having super high damage, in my opinion. It's not. His options to reset you in this game is just too good. You know what I mean? It's too good because of his range of his normals, his range of his grab. The mind games that you can play with him is super good. You know what I mean? Like the simplest of combos you can hit with Rui. Like Rui, he puts you in the place where he wants to put you, as far as like super far away. Like there's a combo you can do, the basic of basic combos, like his up tilt auto combo, air dash cancel, knock you on the ground with square 2 times, then just press triangle 3 times, then tilt triangle. That knocks you back so far. It's like, oh, I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm back to the area where I want to be at, because it knocks you back so far. You know what I mean? And then most times, a lot of people is not going to really approach Rui like that because of his range. He can clap you out of your approach, or he can set a trap on you. So you can set a trap and then recharge your health, recharge your ki. You know what I mean? Like, he's so effective, and I feel like he's very effective in a quick way. But when it comes to like optimizing for this character, like I can see that you have to lab this character out. If you guys get what I'm saying. But yeah, I have Rui very strong. Not saying that he's not impossible to beat, but it definitely is going to come down to like mind games to beat this character out here. And I do think currently right now he's the better demon right now. He's hard to deal with. He's very hard to deal with. But I think Neziko is better. I can even put Tanjiro better, real talk, but just due to his resets, I think he's a little better than Water Tanjiro. Though his zoning, this is the weird part for me, because I feel like Akaza's zoning is better than Rui's in my opinion. Yo, Corral, what's up, man? Because Akaza zoning, like ground or air, is super good in my opinion. Like his fireball is super good. You know what I mean? Especially the air is super good. Cause the fireball comes out faster, and like Rui, like if you have like any armored move, you're going through his fireball and punishing him. But Akaza is kind of harder to do that with him. You know what I mean? With Akaza, but you're gonna spend more bar. I think with Rui you can just press 1. You know what I mean? 1, and you can get up to 3. But with Akaza, it's like if you really want to make it safe, you probably gonna have to do like tilt triangle, or end it again with like some triangle. But I think Akaza's zoning is really good in the game, but you're not really getting much from it because he doesn't want to really play at that range. You know what I mean? Where a character like Rui, he wants to play at that range. You know what I mean? Akaza could get in with it, you're wide open, and that's armored. But yeah, it's hard to deal with, man. Surge, if I was gonna rate like a Surge, I'll put Akaza up here, Surge wise. But that's, you know, you're not gonna get Surge all the time because he's super armored up with Surge like any other character, but he has really good moves to complement that super armor and Surge. But I just it goes down really to the block pressure. I think Rui block pressure is amazing in this game. Like, it's very hard to deal with him. You have to really time yourself properly in how to escape some of his block pressure. And yeah, that's the stuff you have to lab up. We'll definitely see as, like, you know, like a month later to see where everybody's at in the game. But right now, I think Rui is up here because he's super effective, and he's super effective in a fast way. He's more super effective than Akaza as of right now. Like, Akaza game plan is a little bit harder to deal with than a Rui game plan, in my opinion. I mean, harder to deal with as far as harder to figure out what you really want to do. Where Rui, you know exactly what you want to do, and you can be very effective right there with it. But yeah, like, I honestly don't really feel like there's super weak characters in the game other than Murata. Like, Makomo, I really want to put her hit, cause I think she's strong, but it's just she's inconsistent. Sabato damage is really good but inconsistent. Rui, I think, is super, he got some swag. The damage isn't that strong, but you can do some ill shit with this character. Inosuke, great guard pressure. I know a lot of people probably going to disagree me with Inosuke. People are going to disagree me with Makomo. Akaza for sure. We're going to have the Rui mains. It's like, you know, Rui's the best character. He's the best. But no, I think Neziko is the best character. Some people are definitely going to fight me with Shinobu. Because some people have Shinobu either like right here, or some people might have her like right here. But I think she's S tier. You know what I mean? I think she's S tier as hell. Oto Kodaki, I think, is S tier as well. I think he's a super strong character. Just, you're not going to see a lot of people playing Oto Kodaki, Shinobu. You're not going to see too many people playing them. But when you see somebody like have a Shinobu at point, Oto Kodaki at point, you're going to be like, oh man, let me see how this person rocking, because this person's rocking them at point. You know what I mean? But that right now, guys, is my 1 month tier list. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I'm definitely interested in the comments, because I know some people's gonna disagree heavily, but let me know, man. These are my thoughts. You know what? I have Zenitsu better than Hinokami Tanjiro. If not better, they're like a tie. Like, these two can interchange. You know what I mean? Because Zenitsu weakness is strong with that first attack, but the neutral is so good. You know what I mean? And Zenitsu, I think, deals with this character way better. Like, on a matchup, Zenitsu can rock. He can definitely destroy Hinokami Tanjiro. So yeah, I'm gonna put Zenitsu top A tier. I think he's the best character in A tier. So yeah, this is my final list here. I am going to I'm gonna snip it. You know what I mean? And we'll see how, what you guys think. Yo, no problem. Go try Hard Guy Uchiha. The game is dope, man. I think you will like it for sure. I think you will like it for sure, man. But yeah, let me know your thoughts whenever you watch the video. Your boy Jay Bari. I'm about to enjoy my lunch break. I hear my nieces are laughing up like crazy. I'm gone. Deuces.